This is episode 189. How do I track my progress beyond the scale? Welcome everybody to another episode here in Body and Mind Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach Sandro Torres, and today I'm going to give you a couple options for you to track your progress beyond the scale, because actually the scale doesn't really tell you anything if your goal is to tone your body, gain muscle, and look more attractive. If you only thinking about losing weight alone, it might help you because it's going to help you track the weight that you lost, but at the same time you're going to be losing muscle. And if you know muscle is not what you want to lose fat. You want the muscle to survive. You want the muscle to avoid injury. You want the muscle to be strong. You want the muscle to keep you in shape. So what I really recommend is stop focusing on your scale, get rid of it, and use another way to track your fat losses and your muscle gain. And here I'll give you a couple options that you can use for you to see your progress in your fitness program and see the difference in general. So without further introduction, let's listen to those options. At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family, because our members become our family. It is not about competition, but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Welcome everybody to another talk here with your health coach Sandro Torres. Can you use other methods, tools beyond the scale to measure your fitness progress? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to do that. A few years ago, and still have many members, but I have this member in particular in mind, that I remember she came with us and she wasn't in a higher fat percentage. I believe she was in around 28 fat percent, if I recall that. And then she started exercising with us, and after 3 months, I believe 2 months, 3 months, I assessed her, and she was weighing 2 pounds heavier, but she was leaner, and actually her abs was getting toner. But she was very concerned because the scale wasn't going down. But even though I took her measurements and I showed her the reality, because it's important for her to see the truth, the measurements I did, that was in skin fold measurements, and then we noticed that she actually lost around 5-6 body fat percent. I believe she ended up in the 21-22 body fat percent, and she was looking amazing. But even though I showed her the measurement, she didn't quite get it. She wanted the scale to move down. So I took my time to explain to her that what was happening is that she was gaining muscle. She had no muscle, and all the effort that she was putting in those 3 months, she gained a good amount of muscle, and the fat that she needed to lose, she got rid of that fat. So her clothes was getting looser, her stomach was getting way tight, and her body was shaping very nicely. I believe she lost around 7 pounds or 6 pounds of fat, and she gained like 7 pounds of muscle. It was surprising because not many people gain that much muscle in that short period of time, in a very nice way. But the scale went up 1 or 2 pounds because of the muscle that she gained and the fat that she lost. Anyway, The reason why I tell you that is because the scale is not going to tell you the truth. So you want to use other methods that are going to be measuring your body composition. When you start a weight loss program, a body toning program that is serious about it, you're going to do some weightlifting. And that weightlifting, that serious weightlifting, is going to add muscle to your body. And you are going to add weight because you add in muscle. So the scale doesn't tell you if you add in muscle or if you add in fat. But if you only put all your focus on the scale, you're not going to see any progress on that. So I'm going to give you a couple methods for you to measure your fitness progress. The first one that we're going to be talking about is going to be the ultrasound body composition. It's something new that is gaining a lot of popularity around, and I heard that it's very accurate and it's a good machine and it's inexpensive. There is some facilities that are already using these machines, and they talk very good things about this machine. I never used one, but based on the recommendations, I'm gonna start researching a little bit more on this machine, and probably I'm gonna acquire one to use it in our facility. But to be honest with you, I have no experience on this machine, but I heard very good things, and is once again relatively affordable for you. So this could be a good machine that you can use. Another way, which is going to be very expensive, is going to be the MRI, the CT scan. Here you go to a professional, a medical professional, where they have this machine and you get tests. It's super accurate. It's one of the best, but it's gonna be very expensive. So every time you get tests, it's gonna be 500 above. So if you have the money to spend it, I see no problem. If you have 500 to spend every month or every 2 months, go and do it. Usually hospitals carry this machine, but if you don't, if it's not something that realistic for you, so then don't use this method. The third one is a 3D body composition. There is a couple companies that do provide this machine, and you have to go to a process to get the machine. It's usually for professionals, but it's nothing like it should be medical, or you need some kind of technical experience to use this machine. It's relatively safe, and you can use it at home, but it's a little expensive. You get this machine costs between 2,000 up to 40,000. Also, there is some facilities that using this machine, and they're gonna charge you between $30 to $100 depending on the facility. It's a good machine because it takes a lot of circumference measurements as you step on the scale and start analyzing your body with an image. I never use this machine. Once again, I hear that it's not very accurate, but many people do like it. So I don't have much to say about this machine, but it's out there if you want to use it, and if it's close to your facility, go ahead and use it. I hear that it's not way accurate, it's off a little bit, but it's better than the scale. Next is the bad part. This machine replaced the hydrostatic weighing. They used to weigh you in water, now they weigh you in air. It's like an egg type machine where you get in and sit on it, and they start typing some things, whatever. Also, you need a technician to run this machine, and it's very expensive. So some facilities do use these machines. It's accurate. You just need to follow instructions before getting tests, and they can charge you between $80 to $200 per test depending on the facility. Once again, it's accurate. So it's, if you have it close to your home, you can get tests like that and avoid the scale that is not going to tell you the truth. Next is going to be the bioelectronic impedance. This machine, I used it before, so I have some experience in this. There is, you can get a scale, you can get a machine that you can hold with your hands. It can start from $20. The machine is very affordable. It's not the most accurate one. It depends on alcohol, on the water that you drink, on the food that you eat, and the clothes that you're wearing, on what you're stepping on. It depends on a lot of things. It can vary. Your measurements is not very accurate, but it's better than that scale. Like I said, it's very affordable. You can buy one of those machines, and it's very easy to use. And the last one that we use at Custom Body Fitness is the skin fold caliper. For this one, it's very accurate, depends on the technician. If he is professional, he has a lot of experience, the accuracy could be 2% off. I use it, and to be honest with you, it's something that I've been using all my career, and it's good. Good method to measure your body composition. I keep track of many of our members' progress with the skin fold, and they can see the chart how the muscle is it's adding, how the fat is actually going down, and how the weight is actually going up and down depending on the muscle they're gaining and the fat they're losing. There is many points that you can use. There is the 7 spot, there is the 3 spots, there is the 9 spot, whatever you feel comfortable with it. I feel that this is one of the most accurate ways, methods that you can measure your fitness progress. I believe any personal trainer is trained to use these calipers. So you should go to any gym and they should be able to take your measurements, and they can charge you between $20 to $60 per time that you get measured. It's a good way to get measured once again. If you are serious to transform your body, add some muscle, get toned, get more attractive, and add that muscle, the scale is not going to tell you a lot about your progress. If you want to really see your progress, I recommend you get tests every month or every 2 months and see how your body is reshaping according to the muscle that you're adding and the fat that you're losing. That way, you can see your progress and you can continue motivated and you can adhere to your program. For now, your health coach Sandro Torres says bye. Remember to share, like, and comment in this video. It helps us a lot so I can continue making these kind of videos, informational videos for your fitness journey, your weight loss, and your body toning goals. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one.
So there is more ways that you can measure your body composition. There is a few more out there, but these are the ones that are more affordable and the more known ones. But there is more out there, but I recommend you choose one of this. So remember the ultrasound body composition, the MRI or CT scan for those who have the money to spend it, the 3D body scanning, the body pod, the bioelectronic impedance, and the skin fold caliper. They all have their positives and the negative, but any of these are better than the scale alone. And remember that my favorite one is the skin fold calipers. So hopefully you like this talk. Please share with somebody who needs this information, who wants to get test by any of these methods and get their body composition and start tracking their muscle gain and fat loss. For now, your health coach Sandro Torres says bye, but remember to stay close to God, mentally and physically healthy, and we're gonna tune in the next episode.